Good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning, good welcome to Monday. It's a whole other week. And I don't know if you've been wondering what would happen if I tried to do a Lawd Lukan video using this real face of mine. Well, we're about to find out. So, hello and welcome to Lawd Lukan. It's time to chuck your knees behind your ears and brace yourself for impact because we've got to look at the WETV's latest offering. Yes, it's Love After Lockup crime stories. It's a show about the criminal activities undertaken by some of your favourite. That's a term I use very, very loosely. It's like having your favourite root canal surgery, isn't it? But yes, your favourite characters from the Lockup range. What a delight. 2 moments. Let me make sure I'm still out. I'm still going. There we go. So then, yes, indeed, WeTV having a stab at some legitimate TV titles. Hence, we do now, of course, have... wherever slipped up. There we go. As of course, we do now have this delight hitting your TV screens. Yes, maybe they'd realised that the cast that they've had recently are drier than a wet weekend with Coraline. But this week, we're treated to a move I do believe is called the Bushwhacker. Delightful. This is Garret, of course. Sounds a bit like a parrot or a carrot. Yeah. So we'll be subjected to 2 people's dirty laundry. One is here, this man, of course, over here. And the other one, of course, is Lindsay. The delightful Lindsay Downs syndrome. Or discount Keira Knightley to you and me. So what's going to happen? What's going to go on? Well, you will find out today in this bizarrely strange version of Coffee at the Manor meets Lawd Lukan. Yeah. Run VT, Errol. So then, yes, indeed, WeTV are after a lockup season again. Wow, amazing stuff. Quickly, hello to those who have subscribed, you beautiful people, and a delightful thing to the lords and ladies of the Lukan Manor. Please do like and subscribe and leave a comment of some description while you're here. Delight to see you. I hope you are very, very well. I said Monday. Ooh, Monday, nasty. So then, let's have a look, Zoe. It's a mix of who cares, smothering, I already knew that, finished off with the side of what the hell am I watching? Yes, indeed. I think I'm watching it so you don't have to, ladies and gentlemen. So, what a great way to start the show, isn't it? Don't watch this show, but watch this. Good morning to you, Lady Venus. I hope you are well. I hope you enjoy this slightly different way of doing things. I thought I'd give it a bash and see what happens. What's this? Love After Lockup meets first. Wasn't it the most awful thing? The most awful thing on TV. I sat down before whatever day it was. I thought, right, I'm going to do an episode on this. My goodness me, it was hard going. So glad. I'm here to take one for the team, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be worried. But I have what may or may not be the most interesting thing to look at. I've kind of got the wrong picture there. Let's lose them for a second. There we go. Look at that. They even splashed out on some splashy titles. Not the best splashy titles. I think we could have designed better, couldn't we, ladies and gentlemen? So anyway, let's go and have a look, shall we? Let's see what we've got. Well, we got to know, are there any twists and turns, some new revelations? Are they going to change our whole perspective? Well, spoiler alert, no, absolutely not. And what's more, see, this is difficult. It's actually reading. What's more, spoiler fans, we've got to be the worst show to have slumped lifelessly from the bowels of WeTV. The beginning is just a bunch of shit about how terrible life was for everybody, and we're all sort of like, we've all got our problems. Thank you very much. Won't watch it again. See, now there's a byline for the thing, isn't it? New series. Never watch it again. We've only done one episode and it's a car crash. It is serious and it's supposed to be a good one, right? They're supposed to come in with a strong character. I know we're supposed to be looking forward to Mills. I will watch the Montana Mills episode because that might be fun. I've always liked to poke him with finger, poke the Millsy while he's there. I've also created a lovely new song with the help of AI called Montana Who, which is a delightful song. Can't wait to play it to you, but I need for that one. Anyway, so yes, it starts off. Everybody's got such a tough life. Oh dear. Well, it's not actually that tough. I mean, really, it's sort of average on the drama meter, really, isn't it? But really, it's just one big, massive ego massage. Let's just remind ourselves, though, what is it that we like about Lindsay? Where is she? There she is. Ooh, delightful. What is it that we actually like about Lindsay? Well, this could be it, but that's it. Thank you for joining me today, ladies and gentlemen. I've not been able to answer the question, but no. Well, it was quite nice when she had sort of like the lippy guy, as you can see here. But I think we all kind of watched that as sort of like, ooh, the peril of maybe having to kiss him or something like that. Really. But it does remind me of, have you ever seen when the children drinks Ribena or sort of blackcurrant? They get the blackcurrant moustache. Very much like that, isn't it? Delightful. You sort of got his lips stuck on a vacuum cleaner. And she sort of said, oh, Scott, have you been sucking the vacuum cleaner again? Anyway. Interesting. So anyway. Then, of course, we went to who was it? Deontay. How could you not love Deontay? We've got some more in there. Hello, I'll try to keep this up to go. Good morning, Inquisitive. Hey, look what I read it and read it correctly at the same time. I do believe that's multitasking. Thank you. Good morning from California. Good morning over there in Cali Coast. Good to see you. We've got cohorts and cohorts. Cohorts and cahoots, sorry. Lindsay and Garret, two legends in their own minds. Yes, that's all the breadth we think we're going to give these people. Yeah, that's about right. Keep them there. Anyway, so of course there was Deontay, the dumpster fire that keeps on giving. How could you know? I kind of love it. I love how straightforward he is. I know going back to the whole what's it Nicole Jr. thing, but a man who can sit there and quite happily talk to me straight-faced live on this show, a year ago or so. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly rational, and I'm talking about it very seriously. Anyway, so then, of course, it was good old Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, hello. There he is, Jeffrey Dahmer. Look at him and his hair. Yes, but I quite liked him, actually. But it did leave us thinking, which one's the good guy? Because they're both horrendous. I mean, Blaine, I think, would probably be the better marginally of the two, because he's just stupid, isn't he? He's stupid. He's good job he's good looking. Well, I would say that's remotely good looking. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. People who do that sort of stuff. Anyway, so but now I'm supposed to care about these people's whole life. I mean, well, the problem with it is if you watch that episode of, like, According to Amber, or the delightful auntie, beautiful auntie, or Wasty Wendy, these sorts of people, or me, of course, you probably already heard it all before. We've seen the papers. We've all done our homework and scratched out all of their papers. And damn it, we didn't need to glorify this story of self-important narcissist who seems to open her legs for airtime. But don't worry. Don't worry, I've got it all here for you. Now, most of the time, we're just going to paraphrase this. Most of the time, she sits there making this face. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I really apologize for that. That's awful of me. Yes, as much as well, she sort of does this face. I think this is the face that must melt the men or something. This must be done. You've sort of got weird doughy eye, but it's kind of like the eyebrow thing, and then she's got the half smile, a jawline that cut your bread. But yes, so this is the look I think we're being flirted with, ladies and gentlemen. How do you feel? I need a shower. But yeah, so that's what she does. She sits there making this face, which is sort of half smile, half eyebrow, and sort of half a quick hand job behind the bike sheds, really, wasn't it? So the first part is her making up. She's amazing, but she's taught herself everything at all sports. She does all the sports really well. And also, of course, she taught herself drug dealing while watching her ex-boyfriend B. It sounds like actually your ex-B taught you how to do it by just sort of being around. That's not really teaching yourself, is it? I was in the library and I learned to read. Well, it was going to happen, right? And she just clearly watched too much Breaking Bad. Thinks she's the new Walter. There we go. Good morning, lady dearest, Flutterby, dearest lady. How are you this morning? A mix of stuff for you. I hope you like the slightly differentness. Hope you do. Anyway, I've got a bit of a major problem with this whole story. Anyway, first, in the whole big bad drug dealer world, it isn't like you could just sort of walk onto an area supplying large quantities of stuff and not step on anybody's toes. And everybody's just like fine with that. Oh, it's absolutely fine. I mean, can you imagine what hardened criminals actually do when this sort of green, know-nothing newbie wannabe, like if Lindsay rocks up? I mean, do you think cleavage is going to save her from a bunch of marauding salesmen holding on to their pitch? No way. You know, she'd probably likely snatch her in the van and take a client list. In all honesty, that is what happens in the thing. A new person comes along, they disappear quite easily. But I think I've got a bit of a theory on that. I do think the story, this whole Walter Whiting is just a load of roof pizza. And either B was looking out for his mother from a distance, or Lindsay's town, kind of green litter, or Lindsay's town is just a hole full of fatty packs who let the rivals walk in and take over their market. I just don't think that happens. Then, of course, she then gives her daughter like this is how you do it, chat. I guess this is sort of like the Lindsay Birds and Bees, but without less sort of meth and speed, rather less than Birds and Bees. And then, of course, the daughter. Let's pop back. Let's see, daughter Miley. This is her reaction when Lindsay says, "Yes, 1 year I earned over 300,000." The daughter lights up. Yes. Now, this is another problem with the thing. It's just this: if this is supposed to be a cautionary tale, or because it's not, is it? I'm not going to cast aspersions. I don't know how old this individual is, so I'm going to offer opinion from a distance and be careful about with that. But yes, good job. What else are we going to look at? Pathological. Yes, well, that's the thing, isn't it? And it's so rehearsed and so practiced. I find it just, it is the worst. So, yeah, so then this is daughter then, who has just been taught that she can go ahead and make 300 grand very, very easy with her friend Charlie. Yes, nice. Well, this is the thing. I think they sat down and said, okay, well, what do our audience like? Our audience like true crime. All right, cool. We'll do true crime, but we don't actually want to film much. And we've got these people under contract. We'll just bring them in under contract. We don't have to pay them anything. We just pay their expenses. They might get a bit chopped off the top, when the episode goes out, but we might not pay them straight away because you know what these people are like. Once did a job for Mercedes. It took them 2 bloody months to pay me. Anyway, so, yes, bright ideas. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, I'm still struggling to see what the hell this show is supposed to be. The crime stories are nothing but glamorizing the crime, and we don't really care how stupid criminals get caught doing stupid things and doing a bad job at being criminals, because it's not a cautionary tale. And what did she actually learn from prison except for, don't get caught? It's like, hey, kids, you can, sell drugs, ruin people's lives, go to jail, manipulate weak people, get on TV, and everything's fine. Good job. So, yeah, that's not exactly the message we're looking for, but it seems to be the one we've got as far as I'm concerned. It's all delightful so far. If I was a know-nothing nobody with a sheep person, I would be very convinced that this is a convenient way to make payment. Anyway, where we are too. So then we cut to this Garret bit, and I found him vacuous. I thought, okay, so I'm gonna have to go back and research. No. So I thought the most interesting thing about was this guy. This is, of course, Lawyer Guy, who comes on to give you a bit of super duper amazing guided tour of his amazing knowledge of law. So he must be really good. He must be those super amazing lawyers. Hang on a second. It is difficult to hang on a second live. I've got to tell you that. Hang on a second, he says, and then it lets you pause for thought while he kind of quickly does this thing. Just chat amongst yourselves while I, do something quite badly. We are going to pop over to here, which is the man himself. As soon as I do that, there he is. This is Paul Cisco. This is the lawyer we've got. He's over there in Tampa, Florida, all next to Cam and Ariel, or whatever her name was. Over there. Here is his delightful website. Here he is. A bit of a while ago, by the looks of it. This is his Tom Hanks phase. Everybody had it in sort of, I guess this is the 90s. That cut, look at the size of the cups you're getting caught. Look, suppose that's so you can't throw it on people, isn't it? But teeny weeny cup. Anyway, so then this is him looking really compassionate about this woman that quite gladly, oh, hello, alarm, that quite gladly he's just managed to get acquitted. Here they are in February 1999, after weeks of trial. Bernice Edwards, the co-defendant of the Reverend Henry Lyons, is acquitted of all charges. Woohoo! He must be really good, right? He must be really good, right? Anyway, so there's a couple of other things here. Apparently, he's 75. He's taken 75 cases to court, and he lists 5 of them here. None of them particularly spectacular. But what I love about this story here is this story here, which is Bernice. In 1997, it turns out, this minister's wife had a minister's wife, discovered her husband secretly owned a $700,000 waterfront mansion. Yes, indeed. So when his missus found out, she set the house on fire. Good job. The ensuing investigation revealed that Henry Lyons and Edwards had used church proceedings to buy other properties, jewelry, and luxury cars. They nicked more than $4 million hang on a second. And also had credit cards to $8.5 million. Yes. And there he is getting her acquitted. Yeah, he's really good, right? He's one of these good guys. Wicked. Anyway, back to the thing, which is clunky. So let's do that and bring us back to the man himself again. Where is he? Here he is, coming back. There he is. And I, Paul. So, how do we feel now about Mr. Super Amazing? Yeah, super amazing. Yes, you can steal from churches and lots of different places, and I'll get you acquitted. Yes, and he's the man about to give us some info. Good stuff. We love it, don't we? We love it. I wonder if these people even research who they have on. Like, oh, we just got this mystery chef come on and cook us gold-covered steak for Cam. Oh, well, yeah, well, actually, he actually works for CBS and does guest spots. Yeah, because everything on WETV is just so normal, right? That's what it is. Anyway, right, where were we? Back to the story. So he starts off then by saying, I don't know Garret at all as a person. why are you here? Why? I don't know him at all, but I'm going to give you an opinion based on a profile of somebody a bit like him, and WeTV will just mash it up together and make sure it fits. Good job. I mean, how much did they pay this guy? I mean, he has got his own office, though. Note in the... Oh, shit. Oh, there's a spoiler alert. In the corner here, you've got this crap. Look, he's actually got an office with his name on the window. So, you know, you've got to be good for your name on the window, right? I mean, that's a certain level of wow for a window. So anyway, yeah, there you go. So he goes and sort of profiles him a lot, really. And, good job. Then we slide back over to Lindsay again. And she's off giving her friend a delightful tour of her Breaking Bad-esque thing. But of course, it's not anything to do with Lindsay. This is just some random place they've chosen and said, well, yes, no, this is exactly where it is. So Lindsay then gives her friend a tour and makes out like this is some place that might have been cooking method. It's a lot like it, but it was different. And then she makes out she's really bad and acts terrible. Oh, it's awful. Don't watch this show. Oh, my goodness. See what it does. I'm going to be bald. If I watch any more of this, and I'm going to subject myself to the mills for you guys. Yes, I am. Anyway, so where we're doing here. So so she managed to burn her own place down because, she's so great at science and stuff. Because she's got so many degrees. Oh, I've got so many degrees. Nobody ever meets a drug dealer with a degree. Yeah, sure they don't. Sure they don't. You've never been on a campus near Oxford then. More chemistry than the pharmaceutical department over there. Anyway. Where are we going? Where are we doing? Yeah. So, so then after that, they decide they're going to go and meet the cop that arrested her, which is an interesting thing. Now, you might see this on, if you're going to go and emotional reparations to people, you're going to apologize and stuff. And Lindsay's whole thing, basically, it's her switching her hair about. And showing absolutely zero remorse for having been chased down by this poor fella here who presumably tased her. Why he's smiling? He's being charmed. I am mildly disappointed at this fella here, at this mild, unless it's humor, but let's put it down to humor. Yeah, so she basically just stands there and shows absolutely no remorse. Is she a person who's sort of ashamed of her past? No, not at all, not even slightly. She just stands there flicking her hair about, trying to flirt with the guy who can't stand people like her. Oh, we've got a JG popped up. Good morning to you, JG. Good to see you, as always. Oh, yeah, like button hitting. Yes, that's a thing I need to remember to say to people. Hit like buttons and stuff, and fiddle with things and knobs and tweeting. And anyway, what we're doing. So, yes, I mean, this isn't some sort of, check out the celebrity. Going back to their old stomping ground thing, it's not J-Lo going back to the block. She really hasn't sort of done anything at all. I mean, she did get 8 charges. She ran from the police and now thinks she can flirt her way out of the guilt. And it goes so far as the way they were facing each other initially, and then she decided then she was going to go stand on the van next to him, which just says that she feels that she is on the level with him. Oh yeah, I'm one of you guys. I'm not that guy that did that. I'm a different guy. But if she had the balls to stand face to face with the man that hunted her down, threw her on the ground and arrested her bum, then I think she should show a little bit more respect than flirty, verty, flicky, hairy Timothy. Anyway, what was this one? I literally forgot what all the police did. Yeah, I know exactly. It cuts around, doesn't it? And there's no introduction to the people as they go. What's this? Lindsay's greatest achievement, apart from her daughter, was snaring Deontay. I'm not sure you need a snare. You just need a sort of an open vagina, really, don't you? And he'll find his way there. Yeah, he'll find his way. That's all you need. Anyway, so where were we? So yes. Yeah, so she sees herself as the amazing party, and just puts it down to, well, it was all the drugs' fault. It was all the drugs I was doing, and isn't it funny? How you chased me down and threw me on the ground, and how I was a terrible criminal and you hated me. And he's like, yeah. I like to think that somewhere, though, he did disapprove, and he's a lot more disapproving than he's showing. But, well, yeah, he probably didn't find it all that funny, but don't worry. I'm sure she apologizes for it. She kind of does. She apologizes for mean words. Yes, indeed. She was sorry about how she came across and how she was perceived. Not really sorry for the crime. It's more about the fact you might think she might have been an arsehole now, and she just doesn't want people to think she's an arsehole. Sorry, you're an arsehole. Gonna put it out there. I need a big thing. I did arsehole sign. Yeah, anyway, since then, of course, what is she done exactly? Is she out there raising awareness for things like the meth awareness, methness, whatever that might be? Is she, with this celebrity status, is she trying to do something significant for other people? Well, she does work at a rehab place. This is her rehabbing people. Gotta say, there's not a huge people being rehabilitated here, and they're not really the most sort of. I mean, this looks like Sharon from HR. Sharon, don't pop in for a quick picture. These are very, very well turned out drug addicts, aren't they? You have some lovely drug addicts over there in America. So does she use it, of course, to promote her rehab place? Drive some real awareness and some money. No. Let's have a look. No, here it is. Oh, there's a banner thing. Let me move that out of the way. Yes, indeedy, that's what she does provide. A toilet. Well, I thought she was in the toilet. A bin. Great. This is the dumpster. We're about to light it on fire and then warm it and try and flog it to WETV. Yes, indeed. She looks a bit odd there, doesn't she? Maybe it's the forehead. There's something very odd about that. But no, she'll promote nails and a bin for your bathroom. Fantastic. Good work. She deserves to not do the 40 years that they say she's going to do, because she's really turned herself around, Well, will she? Will she do the whole 40 years? We pride ourselves on the quality of our. Well, why not? In everything you do, why do it half measure? Huh? I'm with you, absolutely. Open policy, open leg policy for Lindsay. Yeah, Deontay, he's in trouble again, isn't it? I'm gonna have to do an episode on Deontay again, I think. But anyway, so yes, will she do the 40 years? Well, we're gonna bloody well know about it. I mean, they'll keep hold of that idiot for the other idiot for 7 years, won't they? Keep him on the hook. Oh no, my whole screen's gone black. I don't know what's going on. I hope I haven't crashed. 2 seconds while I just flick that and try and look calm. There we are. Fantastic. So yes. Totally forgotten what's going on. So here we go. It's about that time of day. I'm going to limp off and do my thing. I hope you like the slightly different kind of merger of the Lawd Lukan video versus the Coffee at the Manor thing. I hope that's okay. I hope you like it. I thought I might try it a bit more often. Also hemorrhoids. Good job. If someone just popped into the room, then this is a very strange channel. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, if you're not, or just subscribe. Just resubscribe, just for fun. Actually, no, don't do that. That'd be weird. But do please, thank you for coming along. I'll be back again tomorrow. I will be back Monday to Friday. I'm going to try and do it a bit more like this and actually script stuff and have things. Do please like me. Like me? Do please like me. That's why I'm here. Do please share, like, thing. Do all this stuff. And if you do like this slightly different way of doing it, please do let me know. I am quite curious. I'm not in kind of like, he wants comments way. It's kind of like, I'm quite curious of what you think kind of way. So yes, there you go. I'm off. I'm going to drop a little song for you very shortly. It's a delight of a song. It's called Son You Balding. It's a song about losing your hair. So I'm going to drop that a little bit later on as part of the Lawd Lukan Music Factory as we go. So there'll be music and mirth and mayhem and all sorts of things going on. Excuse me. And some more mysteries. Excuse me. And some reoccurring coffee. So thank you again for joining me. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for everything that you do. You really do make this worth its while for me and my ness. It's great. And of course, I do need to do a little shout out, of course, to a very close friend of mine who unfortunately has passed on. And he was a good one. And he will be missed sorely. So I wanted to just leave you with that before I went. So please do stay beautiful, love to mouth free, and you take care of yourself.